a show talking about news in the music industry, giving new song recommendations, and even just talking about regular old life. This is Hello. Hello. Happy holidays. Happy Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Uh Hanukkah's over?
It is?
I had no clue. But welcome back to my show, Music to My Ears. Well, we'll be talking about latest music trends, movie music, which I will be doing later on, and just talking about, good old daily life. And today I have my second guest, my good old friend here, Miss Desiree. Can I say your last name?
Sure.
Miss Desiree Codrington from FAU. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Like, say what?
I don't know. How would you regularly introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Desiree. I go to FAU.
That's not a lot of information. Like, so Desiree.
Yes.
So, where would you put yourself in the terms of, like, the types of things that you listen to?
Genre-wise?
Mm-hmm.
According to my Spotify Wrapped.
Oh, yes. Spotify Wrapped did come out recently, and it's put a lot of different labels on people, I'd say.
Mine was like alternative rap,
Mm-hmm.
alternative hip hop. I don't know.
No,
Mostly that.
Okay.
But
But other than that, nothing else.
I don't know what genre. Like regular pop, I guess.
I was talking about the Spotify Wrapped the other day.
Oh, the spot. I'm
Yeah.
not going into details.
No?
No.
It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Wow. So, how they have you in the first 6 months?
I was going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, my entire rap is just sad songs,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, no one gets to see that.
No, I'm serious. But I think mine, it said one was alternative hip hop, underground rap, neo soul, and then something else. And I don't believe that to be true. For it to be the top 5 genres. But then songs, yeah, that first few months had me deep as much. Do you know who Giveon is?
I do.
Yes, it was. He was one of my top artists.
Mm-hmm.
You can understand, if you do know his music, you can understand what the feeling is.
Yeah.
But other than that, how have you been doing school-wise? We do go to FAU together.
Great.
For those who don't know, what do you do at FAU?
I study computer engineering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm technically a senior, but we're gonna slow that down a little bit.
Nobody has ever loved school like I know. Desiree.
Yeah. Love it to death. I haven't been doing much. School, work, hanging out with you,
Mm-hmm.
sorority business. That's
You're
pretty
part
much
of
it.
a sorority?
It's in academic and professional engineering sorority.
Okay. Like one of those Delta fives.
No.
Sorority.
I thought she was going to stroll real quick. AKA
No. Do you see any difference in taste in music when you're with them?
100%, yes. They do like country quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
They play it a lot. And a lot of mainstream songs from the early 2000s they'll play on repeat.
They're good songs though.
They're good songs, but it's anytime I'm with them, in the car, we're listening to throwback music or country.
Mm.
Sometimes I just want to listen to something else.
Something new, something fresh, you know.
Yeah.
I've heard this song since I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
But I think I like that. I recently I have this playlist on Spotify. It's like throwback hits. So you have like Drake 2012, 2011, and then like more Kanye and stuff. But I don't know. Things like that.
Did you make the playlist,
No,
or
no.
it's a Spotify
It's a
playlist?
Spotify playlist.
They
You
do
know,
have great
going
playlists.
back and searching for it, I don't know. I put out, so I don't know if you know this song, but from what I'm gonna say, you're still gonna feel a certain type of way. So I was at my
Okay.
job the other day, you know, closing and such, and as I'm walking around and you know, listening to these people, the song, what was it? It was an Outcast song. So like Andre 3000. Honestly, I don't know who that other person is.
Me neither.
But it was an Outcast song. It was like I love the way you move, dun, 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 I love the way.
That was okay.
But as soon as it came on, one of the you know non-ethnic people in the room,
Okay.
they were like, "Dang, this is the Cha Cha Slide," and I was like, "Oh, this don't even sound the same."
What?
And I just felt a little appalled by that. And luckily, it was close to closing, so I tried my best to kick them out.
But the words are extremely different.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, I didn't know the cultures were that far set apart that the Cha Cha Slide could be referenced as a song by Outkast. But yeah, I heard it, you know. And then I heard it, and then I put it on Twitter. I was like, I can't believe I've actively heard somebody call this song the Cha Cha Slide.
Did it blow up? Are you viral now?
Only if. One of my dear dreams, not dreams, but like, I don't know. It could happen randomly, you never know. But like, I don't know, to go viral on Twitter.
Go
Twitter's
viral
fun.
on
Twitter has become a very different place for music and like procrastination.
Mhm.
Twitter themselves put out a tweet earlier today. They're like, we know you're procrastinating. That's why you're here. And I was like, yeah, I like that. But other than that,
But I feel like going viral on Twitter is like you have a 50-50 chance of people liking what you say or people attacking you. And they're vicious on Twitter.
it'll go from like, oh yeah, you said such and such, we like you, and then your next one would be like, damn, now we gotta dox you.
Yeah. You made us do this.
Like that one thing you said back in like 2010, unacceptable. We're gonna have to like show up to your house, send the police, a SWAT team there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
Me?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, this has never happened to you.
This has never happened. I don't tweet that often. I retweet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like formulate tweets and post them.
You just gotta be thinking. It's not even like thinking. I just put random stuff, you know.
Random
The
stuff.
thoughts of the day, whenever I open it.
I feel like I have the thought in the back of my mind that, you know how in like elementary school when you first make a Facebook, they're like, your future employers are gonna see that. So anytime I'm on Twitter, I'm like, no, I can't do that.
I don't think I've said anything that like my career will be hell bent on later in the or further in the future, you know.
I don't think of it as like I would get fired. I would be like embarrassed if
Mhm.
my coworkers saw what I said. So I'm like, if this would embarrass me in a public setting, I'm not gonna say it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've decided.
I don't know. Now, I guess we can go into. Oh, I guess we get. Have you listened to anything new recently? Because I feel like that's always a thing. There's a lot of new artists out there, and I don't think, for me, the most part, I be listening to the same thing. repeat. You know, I got my few artists. What I've been listening to recently, somebody named Q. Um, Shmino, you know, always. I've been getting back into the Giveon type vibes. Re relive the beginning half of 2021.
Okay.
You know, but how about yourself?
I would say I'm the same as you with
Mhm.
like replaying my songs over and over again. But every once in a while, I'll branch out and find someone new or like one new album and just play that on repeat. But recently, I've only been listening to Role Model and The Neighborhood.
What type of music was that underneath?
Do I know?
Do you know?
No. But it's good music.
Mm.
I've showed you, I've tried to show you The Neighborhood.
I've seen it before. Do you have a recommendation?
Like one song recommendation. I don't know. I'd say
You just be listening to this.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Mhm.
There's too many to just give you one song to listen to.
One song could spiral off into whatever. You never know.
But it would have to be a really good song for you to keep listening.
Mm.
Like, what if I have like a really good song, but you have to listen to them a little bit beforehand to understand their sound, to get the good song.
I feel like if I liked it from what song you showed me, I'll look into it further.
They changed their sound a lot. They have a rap album, but they used to be like a pop punk band.
Mm.
And then I don't know what they're putting out now. It's not technically pop. It's not punk.
It's not rap.
It's not rap. They only had one rap album.
Was it good? That doesn't seem like it would be good. Like, I said, that doesn't seem like it would be good.
It was okay. There's like one good song on there.
Mm.
There's maybe like 12 songs.
One out of the dozen.
Yeah. But
Hmm? Wait, you know what she's talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh. You're thinking from the reaction? Like, yeah, it was
She'll
trash.
She'll like. I like it.
wow, I like their other stuff better.
Hmm. But being a guest on the show, do you have any questions to ask me or anything on your mind?
Questions to ask you.
You don't have to, but if you have any,
I don't know. I feel like I want to know more about your music taste. Because every time I ask you to put music on, it's like skip, 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 skip.
Kick the underscore. Hey, yo, people like that, Josh. Stop.
But like, what if I'm trying to fit my mood? You know, I don't want to be hearing any such thing.
No, but like you gotta think about it. Like there's other people in the car.
Nah.
Yeah.
You gotta accommodate. Like I don't like listening to Drake, but I have to have Drake just in case I have those people in the car ride.
I got everything.
Yeah.
That like to
but
listen to Drake. He's not like one of my biggest.
I got every little thing. But you know, if it's not fitting what the mood is then and there, I'm gonna change it.
Yeah, this is good. We listened to 3 seconds of like every song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before I switch it, you gotta like feel it out. You know, like I like to cue up my music. Especially with, I feel like it's a little bit of pressure on my end. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, this is my showing you what I listen to, so I don't want it to be like strange.
No, put it on shuffle. Like this morning, I was listening to B.O.B.
I haven't heard.
Really?
Hell, I got to put my like. I think my music is just so broad. I hit shuffle on my playlist. It went to B.O.B.
Do you think we'd get the stream taken down if I start singing?
No.
Okay.
Good, yeah.
So it's that one song. It's like we can do like airplanes in the night sky.
No, that's a nice song.
Bro, was it
I
that song?
love that song.
That's like the only song.
Me too.
And then always when I think about B.O.B., I think about that one band, Magic.
Got the magic in it. That's a nice.
That's
I
the
got
song they
magic
sing?
in me. Yeah.
Oh.
Every time. I
Do they
touch
have
the-
another one?
They, bro, when I tell you they fell off the face of the earth,
After that, yeah.
like.
I think B.O.B. was like the pinnacle
Mhm.
of what they could have ever done.
Mhm.
And after B.O.B. rock bottom.
Yeah.
But they were on the radio. I think what I've listened to as a child on the radio, I don't even listen to the radio that often because they seem to have a set playlist and they repeat the same things throughout the day.
Correct.
Like if you were to get in your like, there's sometimes I'd get in my car, there's a song playing. I get off work, that same song is playing. It's like the day never ended, it never started. It's just a loop.
They
Yeah.
want you to hear it.
Yeah. And then I feel like that's how they burn out songs too.
Definitely.
They play it on the radio, get people to know the lyrics, and then you're like, this song again.
Yeah.
That's why I skip it so much, because it's like, oh, I've heard this song so many times.
Mhm.
It's trying to look for the new things that are in there, or the more recent things that are in there.
Like, I make a playlist with my most recent songs
Mhm.
where it's like I discovered this in this month and I'm really obsessed with it, so I'm gonna keep listening on this playlist. But it's still liked, so if I shuffle all my liked songs, it'll just
I had all my music I tried to put it in set playlist, and then I kind of gave up and started liking everything and putting it on shuffle.
and then it's way harder to find what you're looking for.
Yeah, but Spotify, it
I
has
guess you can search.
it has that one thing in your like songs where it separates it by genre.
Yeah. You can do like
But
genre.
even then, I'm like, some of the, like you said before, some of the songs I don't know the genre, so I don't know what it puts it under. So you just gotta.
But you can still do it by title or recently added too.
Mhm.
I guess that works. With recently added, you just start from the top and don't shuffle.
You are a Spotify user. How about you, Slick? Do you use
Yeah.
Apple Music?
I use Apple Music.
Mm.
Spotify is just so and it's Tidal
Mm.
you
What?
just Tidal you just pay for it. I support Beyonce and Jay-Z, but I can't pay for it.
I thought you were gonna say you pay for it just because you support them. I'm
No,
like,
I
that's not a
support
good
them,
reason.
But I'm not paying that. I'm so sorry. I
Well,
don't
they're
care.
on Spotify.
Spotify, I'm okay. Like it's good, but I understand, it gives you good music, it branches you out to other music, but sometimes I'm not even done with an album. So I'm the one that, like how you were saying, you dive into the album, or like you just keep
Repeating.
the album. I like to just repeat. Like if I'm waiting for like a highly anticipated album like Donda, not saying I like the album, but like if I was waiting for it and everybody's saying that it's trash on the internet, and I'm like, I want to hear if it's trash myself. It was trash, but I know with Spotify, either if I would hit shuffle, it'll probably play me all of Kanye. Or like it'll play me Donda and it'll branch me off and say, hey, you like Kanye so
Mhm.
much, why don't you? I don't like Kanye like that. It's just like
So
I just don't like to be.
you don't like that about
I
Spotify?
don't
Yeah.
like the. I don't.
I
Like,
like
I
it,
just
bro.
I
don't
love
like
that.
I just like to keep my music very linear. I don't like to be
Thrown off.
immersed with everything all at once.
So-
If I discover it, I discover it.
Mhm.
In a sense. So that's why I don't mind Apple Music because they do give me the pings, but they're not like Spotify. And I had Spotify, or I have Spotify still, but I just never really felt like that.
I don't think I've ever used Apple Music. I've
You
only
got
had
to.
an
got to.
iPhone for
You got to, man. Trust
maybe
me.
like a year and a half now.
And
Wow.
plus, my artists make playlists. So
Mhm.
like if Drake makes it, no, I can't say Drake's my artist. Like if who is it? Ugh, forgot. Imagine if Miss Mulatto makes a playlist. She makes a playlist with everybody. That's like, including songs that you would think Miss Mulatto would listen to. It gives you it gives me a more in-depth look on like who I'm listening to. Like, oh my God, she listens to like Tate McRae. Or like she listens to Olivia Rodrigo when she's a rap artist. Why is she listening to that? It makes me think about like
like
they,
more in depth.
Are they really? What is it? Are they really
Real people.
Correct. They make it more. Was it more human? Like I don't know. I just know Apple Music is kind of. I like it more, or I'm always on it more. So he gets to say I like it more.
Okay. I'm gonna just have to disagree with you.
Wow.
I used Apple Music for a little bit.
Mm.
It's good,
The free trial.
You gotta keep.
I still haven't done the free trial, but it makes no sense to use it. Like I have 3 months free.
You get it for $5 in the student account. You get it for $5. Not saying.
I don't like the way that you organize things on the app. I feel like Spotify is way more user friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to take it up with
Yeah, you don't have to attack Steve Jobs and his
Steve Jobs.
intelligent people like this. But like, that's good, man.
He was there when there was like iPod times.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think it was a little.
Do they not still sell iPods?
I think so.
Do they?
Like the touches.
I guess so.
They do. But
I was talking about that the other day. Having that in like middle
Uh-huh.
school or seeing it in middle school was so.
I
weird.
had that. That
Because
was
there's
me.
like people with like, they're not real phones, but you
It
have
looks like a
all
phone.
you have all like the benefits of having an iPhone.
And then
except
you
the
have
camera.
your phone. It has a camera.
You had a camera. I thought the camera was like right here.
No, that was like a
Like the
little
very
hook
old
to put
ones.
your wrist thingy on.
Really?
At the bottom, like you like it was like a wrist thing. You hold it with your.
I never knew that.
There was like a little built-in hook. You press the button, and it pops up.
Interesting. I thought it was like, I swear they didn't have cameras though.
No,
They
had
did.
cameras. They had cameras, bro. Like to the point that there's this one iPod Touch. It looked just exactly like a phone. Like
Yeah.
it looked just like I'll say either the iPhone 4 or the iPhone 5.
Mhm.
It just had the same profile to it.
It was
It's
definitely
just-
the iPhone 5. I
yeah.
had one. I had an iPhone 5, and I had the iPod, and they looked exactly the same, but the iPod was just super thin.
Mm-hmm.
Like it fit in the case. It was just like moving around a little bit.
But I don't know. They're just gonna keep reselling stuff to us.
Yeah.
Because 11, 12, software, yeah, it updates. But hardware,
Software is not even that good.
but
Facts.
it's not good. But that's the one thing they can, actually update. But hardware, they have nothing else they can do.
No.
They can only go backwards,
I mean, they can invent things.
invent things. But Apple's not the
They're not.
inventing side.
They're not really. Yeah.
And I saw this a while ago, and it brought up like a whole story, or not story, but of like what's gonna go down further in the line of like phones and such. So LG, Life's Good brand, has stopped making phones. This happened like last
That's-
year.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah,
Life's
that's
Good.
It stood for something.
Yeah.
it did.
They
Life
fully
is good, yeah.
fully
Life is
stopped
good.
making phones, and they're gonna go back into making appliances like full hand.
I feel so bad for
That's
them.
messed up.
But LG was one of the companies that
They had good phones too.
they were the ones to first initiate like the touch screen, or not initially touch screen, but like in screen sensors, stuff like that. Like the dual cameras was on the LG first.
Dual
And
camera,
then
the
that-
touch
I
with
do
the
remember.
fingerprint.
Like it had those
Mhm.
tiny little cameras like on top of each other. I
Mhm.
used to have an LG phone.
And then that pushed everybody else into like the phone industry to make their phones have like dual camera, stuff like that.
So they took from the smaller company,
Hmm.
built themselves up, and basically pushed them out of the phone business.
Mhm.
Correct.
But now they have nowhere to pick up, what's newly put out there.
So,
Because nobody's like going out to try something new.
No.
Because LG, what they would throw out something, and you're like, oh, LG, nah.
Yeah.
I feel like nah. But then iPhone comes out with the same thing. You're like, oh my gosh,
this
this
is
is
brilliant.
this is
Yeah.
so good.
Motorola doesn't sell phones either anymore.
Motorola works. I've gone to the Motorola place down in Fort Lauderdale, and they work more with like first responders and stuff like that to have their radios.
But
Or
it's
at
good
least-
that
at
they
least down
got
there.
into it.
Mhm. I think I had a Motorola phone in elementary school when I went to Boys and Girls Club.
Was it a Razor?
Nah, it wasn't a Razor, but it was a flip phone.
Okay. I had a
And-
Razor, but the little, like the snakes game and the bricks game,
Mhm.
those are so fun.
And it used to be my old dad, or not my old dad,
Your old
but
dad?
my dad's old phone, and it was cool. It was cool. Having a phone back then,
It's ish.
Yeah.
it was the ish.
It was.
Thought
Like
it was so cool.
it, and it didn't even. It really couldn't even do anything. But
Call
it was like
911.
it was like the coolest thing to just like hold with you.
Yeah.
I remember in elementary school, like, I was even kind of hyped to have like the track phone for a little minute, and track phone meaning like, okay, track phone meaning like, you can you remember in Diver Wimpy Kid when it was only home and 911. That's all the numbers I had was my like parents' number, and then I knew 911, so I was like, okay, but it was cool. It was cool, you know, being in like 4th grade. Looking at all the other kids, you don't got a phone, do you? But now, you look at a kid now, I bet they have like an iPhone 8 at least.
Yeah.
That's great.
My niece got a pad and an iPhone.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Business lady. 10 years old. Jesus.
10 years old, I don't think I got any
She got an
technology
iPad. She got it.
until I was probably 10. Well, I didn't think I got an iPad until I was 10. I had the little track phone
But
and
she's
stuff
been
like that.
through an iPhone. Like, she been through like 3 iPhones already. And then now she got an iPad. And what is it? I think the latest, I think the 12. Either the 12. It gotta be the 12.
Nah, my kid was not
no
getting.
case.
Yeah.
No
and she
case.
drops stuff a lot. So it's my niece. I'm not the
It's
dad.
not your child. It's not your child.
I'm not paying for nothing, but like, okay, you rich lady. Rich. All right.
But we can come to the end of the show here. You know, it's been nice talking to you, Desiree,
Nice to
having
talk
some
to you.
input from Slick behind the board. And this has been once again my show, Music to Your Ears, and we'll be back sooner or later for our next episodes. Hopefully, we'll have more guests come on the show, and happy holidays. We'll see you soon.